In this video, guys, we're gonna have a look at how to write the perfect story. What are the steps that we have to take in order to make sure that we are writing a story that people want to read? I will take you through a journey to write an entire story step by step using this effective technique. So let's dive into it. So stories have been working for ages. Now you have heard stories from your grandparents, you have heard stories from your parents, from your friends, from Netflix, from whatever movie you've ever watched. There have always been a story to either drag you in or drag you from the object, the person, or the movie, or whatever you're watching or listening to, right? So I guess that you have never ever watched a movie that didn't have a story. Think about it for a second. No, you haven't. So what steps is it to the perfect story? All right, so let's have a look. So first off, we would like to write a story, right? A story around maybe a product or service. Then there's 5 different steps to it. And let's say that this story is about a journey, a weight loss journey. And we want to sell a product, or we want to sell a service that is a weight loss program. All right, so let's have a look at the steps. The first step would be the characters. We always need to have a character. Like in any of your favorite movies, you always have a character or different characters. So who is your story about? That is the first step. Now it could be the CEO of this weight loss company. It could be some in the staff. It could be a customer, and it can also be a competitor. All right, so the second step would be the plot. What happens? What is the core of this story? Now it could be about around their product or service. It could also be a customer's journey. So first step, the character, find your character or characters, and then come up with the plot. What is the plot? All right, and then we have the setting, the place, the location. Where is your story set? That is what you have to make up in your mind. Now it could be in your office where you're selling this program. Maybe you're meeting people one-on-one, or maybe you're doing a Skype call. It can also be your customer's location, like anywhere in the world. It could be in the nature also. So you're strolling around and they're telling the story or something like that. So the first step, characters, plot, and then we have settings. And then the fourth step to writing the perfect story would be a conflict. You always have to be some kind of conflict in your story, like in your favorite movies as well. Like everything seems to go perfectly fine. The character in the movie have found the perfect woman, but there's always something in the way. Maybe he missed a plane or some kind of conflict. So what problem is there is what you have to find out. And it could be any needs that your customer is having. It could be any objections that you're facing. It could be some kind of challenges. So we're having the characters, we're having the plot, we're having the setting or the location, and we're having some kind of problem, a conflict. Now the fifth step of writing a perfect story would be the resolution, right? Okay, how do you solve this problem? How do we fix this problem? That is what we're going to answer. And it could be with the benefits to do. It could also be some kind of testimonial or review for this weight loss program. And it can also be that we're sharing what our secret method is inside of this program, but you have to buy it first, right? So let's paint this out. So we are going to right now create a story. I'm not just going to leave you with the steps. I'm going to create an entire story for you and take you through it, so you really understand on when you're going to work with this yourself later on. So let's paint out the picture here. We're having a story and it looks something like this. All right, so let me read this out loud. Now, Caroline had tried 20 plus diets without any long-lasting results. Okay, so since she was 9 years old, she had struggled with her weight and become an easy target for bullies in school. It even went so far that some days she ate her lunch in the school's bathrooms. That's really bad. At age 39, Carol contacted us at Easy Slim, which is our company, in desperate need of help. Today, 18 months later, Carolyn has lost 42 kilos and is feeling amazing, of course. So do as Carol did. Contact us at contact@easyslim.com for a free consultation. Alright, so this is the story. We could also write something like lose 42 kilos with us. Do you want to lose weight? Contact us. But this is a story, guys, and this is what's really selling. And I do want to continue reading, and me myself, I want to buy this program. I think I would look terrible if I lost 42 kilos, but if I were looking for a diet program and I read this story about Carolyn that has lost 42 kilos and have been struggling her entire life, I would definitely be interested in buying this program. So let's break this down. So we have a character to look for, right? So we have Carolyn. She is the character of this story, as you can see on this screen. And then we have the plot. We have actually picked the customer's journey. So the customer's journey is this. She had tried 20 plus diets, and she has been overweight since she was 9 years old, and she was bullied in school. That is the story, or that is the plot. And then we have the setting. Where does this story play out? Well, it plays out in the school. She even goes to the bathroom to finish or to eat her lunch, which is horrible. But you can really feel that I have thrown in some emotions here, which is really important in a story to really connect with your customer, to the people who is reading your story or who is reading your sales page, your blog post, your ad copy. You really have to dig into their emotions and try to find some empathy between you guys. All right, so where's the conflict? The conflict is right here, guys. At age 39, Carolyn contacted us at Easy Slim in desperate need of help, okay? She had a need, she had some kind of like obstacle in her way, so she felt a really desired need to contact somebody and get help. So she contacted us and she got help, and the resolution was that, boom, she entered our program, and today, 18 months later, she had lost 42 kilos, which is awesome. So this is how you lay out the perfect story step by step. Now, it's your time to take these steps, write them down on your computer, write them down on your phone or whichever, and always have this step with you when you're writing some kind of story, whether you're writing your own book, whether you're writing your ads copy and sales page and blog post or an email or something else. All right, guys, so now it's exercise time. Now it's time for you to write your own story with these steps. Now, if you don't have a subject in your mind, then write about this electric car, okay? So write a story and take this step by step. Take your time, write it on a piece of paper with a pen in your hand, or write it on your phone, write it on a computer, write it on an iPad, write it on your wall, whichever works for you. Now it's exercise time. Write a perfect story. And it doesn't have to be perfect. This is just the steps to a perfect story. The story doesn't have to be perfect the first time, and it maybe won't be ever, but it doesn't really matter. Now it's exercise time. Have a lot of fun and good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.